recap here at the Blox. We just got back from a great dinner. We went to downtown Tulsa, me and the other 9 judges. We got some ramen, but today was action-packed just like days 1 and 2, but it was a lighter night. There was no round table, so all the judges got together and we're just getting back into our hotels, getting ready for tomorrow. But I have a great video I want you to check out. It's an interview I did sitting down with one of my Vietnamese brothers. He's a judge with me on this panel, Peter Nguyen. He has this restaurant called Banh Mi Boys. Check that out. Check out the interview. He does a cool collab with one of my favorite Instagram channels called Photo Culture. So check out this interview coming at you right now. What's up, Scott DeVore? It's free. I'm here with Peter Nguyen. I got my Vietnamese brother with me. It's so good, man. We got 3 Asians on the panel.
I know.
You probably look at me, it's like, I mean, are you really Asian? You know, I get it, but
He's
man.
what we call My Lai.
My Lai?
I don't know. You know what that means?
Nah, what does it mean?
You never got called that before?
No. That's a
Vietnamese
New
and white.
Orleans? A Vietnamese white?
Yeah.
Okay.
My Lai.
I've been called Wasian.
Wasian,
Yeah.
that's the American version. The Vietnamese word for it is My Lai.
I was trying to take over the hashtag Wasian.
Oh.
But when I
lost in the mix.
when I actually searched the hashtag Wasian, it was not like super inappropriate things that came up, but I was like, I don't know if that's the right business move to try to take over that hashtag.
Yeah.
But Peter Nguyen, Banh Mi Boys, what's up, man? I want you just to introduce yourself and say what you got going on in New Orleans.
Okay. My name is Peter Nguyen, chef, founder, CEO of Banh Mi Boys. I started as a small restaurant next to a gas station, grew it into a franchise. We have 4 operating locations, 3 different states, 5th more waiting on the building, and about 5 more in the works.
How did you make it here to the Blox? Tell me that story.
Somehow I came across an ad. I was like, let me shoot my shot and see if they want me to be on the show. Reached out, did the interviews, and I got picked.
Was the interview process for you pretty simple? Did you feel like I was gonna get picked?
Wasn't 100% sure because I don't know how big the pool was, but I mean, to be honest, I'm pretty shocked I'm here, but I'm glad I'm here.
Awesome. So we're in day 1. It's actually day 2, but they call it day 1. Yesterday, day 0, and they kind of prep you ahead of time that it's going to be mentally draining, and you know, there's mandatory things that we must do. There's optional things afterwards. You don't need to do everything. And I was thinking, you know what? I think I'm going to do everything. I'm going to crush it. I just kind of believe in myself. But man, I don't know if I was just pre-programmed to think I was going to be mentally drained. But right now I'm pretty exhausted. I mean, how are you feeling?
I'm always exhausted, but you know, my personality, I was introvert. A lot of people don't know I'm introvert. I just have to become, I guess, technically as ambivert, like I am. But talking to people exhausts me. But I enjoy talking to people. I came here for the experience to meet all these entrepreneurs and learn their story and what they got to be here and what their goals are. Because I mean, I went through the same thing. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have nobody to talk to, and I wanted to get that opportunity and pass my knowledge to them.
Awesome. Yeah, I didn't know a whole lot about the Blox. I think I saw like an ad, you know, they bring hundreds of people through these series. I think there's like 100 plus contestants, 10 judges. There's probably 15 people part of the crew in the production. I mean, it's a massive thing that they do. And they're in their 16th season. So they've been doing it for a minute. They've been refining it. I remember the first season I watched as I was trying to get ready to come on as a judge. They did it in a house, and then they upgraded to something in Kansas City. I think it was like a warehouse type of setting. Now they're in this casino. That's massive. I don't know how many thousands of square feet. But I want to talk about Wes himself. I didn't know a whole lot about Wes Bergman coming in. I mean, obviously when I wanted to be on the Blox, I Googled who he was. I saw he was a reality TV star. I didn't watch reality TV, so I didn't know his whole story. And I just saw little snippets of him. But when I met him in person yesterday, actually I was extremely impressed. Very humble dude. The guy's been on TV for almost 2 decades. He's made a lot of money. He did this side thing that became his full-time, probably revenue-producing things with his startup incubator, the Beta Blox. He then curated this TV show from it. But I want to know, what's your initial impressions of Wes when you first met him?
I've actually remembered Wes from back in the day because I used to watch Real World, and yeah, it's awesome to see how he was able to take his spotlight and transform it to benefit him. That's ideal. That's how you know business is in his blood. So he's doing it. He's doing it big, and man, it's amazing to see his transformation and see what he's created now.
We're here with a star-studded panel of judges. The crazy thing is, I haven't seen every episode of the Blox. I watched season 1 in full, season 11, 12, multiple episodes of other seasons. I was just trying to cram in the knowledge, but there was a couple judges who are here with us who I've seen on the show, so it's pretty cool to see them like in person. I know some people, this is like their fourth time. One came on as a contestant and then has judged 3 times, so they like coming back. You know, there's definitely getting value out of it. But what's your thoughts on the judges?
This is a fun group. It's a fun group. This is what I love about it. It's like not your traditional show. This is kind of raw, kind of fun. You know, it's like some of these competitions are super serious, but we're super serious too. But I believe in I was the president of my business fraternity, and our motto was, we understand how to mix business with pleasure to a certain extent, if you know how. I'm from New Orleans, so I know how to mix business with pleasure most of the time. But yeah, these are a fun group. These people are very, have a lot of stuff on their resume. I'm impressed. And yeah, it's cool to see how they're a fun group and they got a lot going on. So it just show you like if it's you able to have fun and do business as well.
Yeah, so we broke down the 90 to 100 contestants into the pods, where it was about 10 to 12 contestants per pod, and this was like our time to shine. They did a pitch, 3-minute, about their company and kind of how they took the class that Wes taught this morning and applied it to their business. And then we had kind of a Q&A type of session. Anything stand out in particular, like either a theme that people kept talking about? Maybe you don't have to name the person or their company, but like maybe something that you recognize, like, oh man, great story, or man, I think that guy's going to do $1 billion in business or whatever. Any moment or person stick out to you from today's first pods?
It's interesting. My group had a wide array of different people, different businesses. I mean, some new businesses, like I don't know that business, but I can see the passion behind it, and that's what excites me. Like people that's starting this concept and these different concepts, they're really great concepts. I was like, wow, that's pretty genius. That was pretty interesting to see, and it's also pretty interesting to see that, you know, they have people that's older where you think be wise and understand a lot of things. They have people that's older that don't really know much about business, and I see young people very educated, smarter than me. I'm like, wow, it's such a flip-flop for some of these situations.
Yeah. It's impressive, man. I love just being around entrepreneurs, and it's just making me excited to be here. Man, let's jump back into the Banh Mi Boys. What's on the menu? Tell me about the Banh Mi. What you guys got cooking?
Okay, so Banh Mi Boys, man, we do stuff different. I'm second generation Vietnamese. We do traditional and we also remix it. My menu is catered to what I enjoy, Asian food and Southern cuisine. So we do like, on the Banh Mi, we do like I do fried. Well, in the South, we do fried shrimp or fried seafood and po' boy. I put that on the banh mi. We have our most popular sandwich is a bang bang shrimp banh mi, which is a fried shrimp. We use gulf shrimp, and we toss it up in a sweet Thai chili glaze. One of my favorites, I do a smoked brisket, and also I made a spicy Asian barbecue sauce that goes with that. People kept requesting me, oh, can you sell pho? Can you sell pho? I said no. So what I did, I made pho flavored wings. I took pho, broke it down into a seasoning. Season that, dress with hoisin, sriracha, scallions, and cilantro, and it's mind-blowing.
Man, that sounds amazing. I gotta make a special trip to New Orleans, bro. When the business started, did you let's go to Wes Bergman's class today, man? Did you have a most viable product, minimum viable product? Did you apply any of these things, whether you knew intentionally were doing it or not? Did anything resonate today when you were looking back to when you started, that you're like, man, yeah, I did that. I was doing that. I was testing. I was doing A/B and testing, with products, with the marketing. I was looking at innovative accounting. Anything like that from today that you're like reflected back on that resonated?
So I graduated in business marketing. I took that knowledge and also went to like seminars outside of school. Like I said, I was president of my business fraternity, Delta Sigma Pi, and I learned most of my stuff outside of school and also with observation. What I did when I opened my business, I just went with my gut and went with what I need to know to do. I studied the competition, and one thing one of my teachers taught me was how you be successful. You create a product or service that nobody else is doing, and you control the market, and that's what I did.
Awesome, man. I love the shirt. I saw you with the Photo Culture shirt. Yeah, let's get a close up of that on the back too.
I designed it myself. Well, I put the vision together. My graphic designer put it together after the fact.
So what I was telling you earlier, I just started following the Instagram page maybe 2 weeks ago. And I know, obviously, there's a business model behind it where they do promote businesses, but I just been loving like the memes and the videos that they've been sharing, because it's just content, like Vietnamese content that I just haven't seen before. It's a phenomenal page, man. Tell me about the affiliation with that and how you guys got, collaborating together.
So how that started was I do work with Sun Fish Sauce, which is a big fish sauce company that's up there, and I'm close friends with him. He's partnered with For the Culture, and he made the introduction, and then we started working together with Kai, and so I became the official sandwich brand of For the Culture.
Awesome, man. What business advice would you give to somebody, or just advice, not business advice, somebody who is a startup, maybe they've been up and running for a little bit, or maybe they're just in prototype or conceptual phase. If they want to come to the Blox, any recommendations if they should go for it? Just anything about someone who's watching the show or familiar with it or not familiar with it. What would you tell them and recommend to them about the Blox?
I would say if you want to come on the Blox, you need to meet this criteria. You have to have a business that you have to believe with your heart and soul without I don't know what's the word. But you have to believe it with everything you got, that you're that passionate about it, but you don't have no structure. I didn't have no structure. I had to learn everything myself. But you take that idea that you're passionate about, you come here, you find the structure, you learn the structure, and that's gonna help you bloom. It don't matter if you win the competition or not, you take away so much from this. That's all I have to say.
Awesome, man. I gotta try those pho flavor buffalo wings, not wings, but chicken wings, bro.
There you go.
That sounds so, I never even thought, like, I'm a pretty creative person. I never thought about mixing that flavor as a wing sauce, man.
No,
it sounds dope.
We got a lot of crazy stuff. Yeah, we do Korean fried chicken banh mi. We do chicken katsu banh mi. Popular one is bulgogi banh mi, but that's already been done. But I had to do it because that's like so good to me. But yeah, Banh Mi Boys is changing the game. We're trying to. My vision for Banh Mi Boys is to be super across the nation, big game player in the franchise and in the fast casual scene. To kind of like compare it to what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be the Shake Shack of Vietnamese food, Vietnamese sandwich.
Awesome, man. I really appreciate the time. Tell everybody how they can meet you online, what handles you got, and what social medias and all that good stuff.
So the Banh Mi Boys page is BANH.MI.BOYS. Personal page is PDENT.
That's on all platforms?
That's on Instagram.
Hit up my man, Peter Nguyen, Banh Mi Boys on the gram. Appreciate you, man, sitting down for this quick interview. It's the Blox Season 16. Make sure you tune in. Check out my man, Peter, and the Banh Mi Boys. If you're ever in New Orleans, stop by and say what's up. Peace out.